Hi everyone, welcome to today's installment of Have You Heard? And today's is a little bit of a self-indulgent one, I'm afraid. I hope you'll excuse me, but we are listening to Elbow for the third time. Let's see if I can get this. I want you to see the album cover because we'll talk about that a little bit later on. This album is called Cast of Thousands, and it was released in August of 2003. Now, Elbow we have done twice on the channel before. Elbow are my favourite band from the 2000s, my favourite British band from the 2000s. They are still going strong and they are still absolutely superb. Um, and I've been a little bit brave, and I've probably going to put into the thumbnail and the title of the video, Moody Blues fans, take a listen to this. Because the more I've been thinking about Elbow and the more I've been doing the channel and playing lots of Moody Blues songs, I just think that if you're a Moody Blues fan, you will gravitate towards Elbow. No one mentions them as influences on Elbow. Usually it's Peter Gabriel, Genesis, those kinds of bands or artists. But I'm not too sure. And the song we're doing today is called Not a Job. It was about the third or fourth single off the album. It didn't really do anything. But it's my favourite song on this particular album, which is their second album. They've done lots more since. So this is early Elbow. But I'd like you to listen to it with your Moody Blues ears on and just tell me what you think. I would really appreciate that. What we'll do is we'll put on our headphones and we'll talk more about the band and the song afterwards. But don't forget, this channel's called Have You Heard? So I'm hoping maybe to turn you on, turn a few of you on to the wonders that are Elbow. But anyway, here we go. This is Not a Job.
Pull the final splinters of missing picture winters. You have to give yourself a break. Watch the fascination of lovers at the station. You have to tear yourself away. Dream again, nobody understands. Walking through the long grass on your hands. It's not a job to do today. Sleeping off. Words to make us stay. You said, leave me and the plants die. The panic smile across your face. Corrugated brow line. The hissing bitter punchline. Call when you can tie your legs. Dream again, nobody understands. Walking through the long grass on your hands. It's not a job to do today. Sleeping off. Sleeping off.
There we go. Elbow and Not a Job. I could talk for about a half an hour on just how wonderful this band are, but I have to just keep trying to get the music to sell them for themselves, I guess. Uh, but I just need a little story. I need to tell you a little story. Well, there's a couple of stories, first of all, about this album, Cast of Thousands. As I said, it's their second album. And if you have a look at um, the front sleeve, there are two figures there. Now, those figures have names. They're called El and Bo. There's a male and a female, and they're um, polystyrene figures 10 feet tall, made by an artist called Rob Crane. He was inspired by Anthony Gormley, and for this particular promotional shoot, for some reason, they wanted to do this for the album cover. So they put these two 10 feet tall polystyrene figures um, on the side of the M1 motorway near Mansfield in England. And the police had to come and take them all away, take them both away, because motorists were driving past and were phoning through to the police saying there are aliens on the M1, alien sightings on the M1. So they had to remove them pretty quickly. But fortunately, I think the photo shoots were done first of all. That's the first thing. And then the second thing is that the second last track on this album is called Grace Under Pressure. Not the Rush song, it's their own song, Grace Under Pressure. And there's an interactive kind of refrain with a whole host of people singing towards the end of the song on the CD. And that was recorded at the previous year's Glastonbury Festival when Elbow were doing a gig as part of the festival. And they got everybody in the audience to sing along the last refrain of Grace Under Pressure. And then they invited everybody who had been there to go onto their website and post their name. Hi, I'm Richard Dobson, and I was at Glastonbury and sang during your gig. And all of the names that were posted on the website were included on the DVD, on the booklet. So you can't really see it, but you can see it's all very grey. And those are lyrics to songs, and the background are all the names of the people who went onto the website and left their name. So these are contributors, people who are part of the album. These are the Cast of Thousands. Such a lovely idea, and it's so inclusive. It's a great example of the inclusivity of the band. They are, I believe, the biggest cult band in the UK. And as I say now, they've been going for 20 years, soon be 25 years, I think. So good. They must have done 10 albums now or so. I got into them on the fourth one, the famous one, The Seldom Seen Kid, which was their breakthrough. Excuse me. But I did my typical thing and bought that album, loved it, and then bought the three that came before. This being one of them, and then have continued to buy every single recording since. I've been to at least one of the gigs at every single tour since. Live, they are spectacular. Guy Garvey is the front man, the singer and lyricist, and he's pretty much a poet. He's a poet with a gruff voice from Bury, just north of Manchester. They all are from there. And he writes beautiful songs about regular things, but uses beautiful metaphors and similes to get his message across. The music is provided by two brothers, Craig and Mark Potter, on keys and guitar, Pete Turner on bass, and for this album, Richard Jupp on drums. Richard left the band in 2016 and was replaced by Alex Reeves, and it has been a seamless continuation. Beautiful, beautiful music, played impeccably live. Guy Garvey involves the whole audience. He's charismatic, but in a nice way. They are superb. I heartily recommend people get into Elbow. Go back to the two tracks we've done already on the channel. We've done Hotel Istanbul, which was a bonus track on the expanded version of The Seldom Seen Kid, and we've done Newborn, which was the most proggy song from the first album that they ever did, the one before this one, called Asleep in the Back. There's so much stuff to listen to. There are a few songs of Elbow that everybody knows. Well, everybody knows. Sorry. One Day Like This is the famous one. And that's always the great crowd pleaser at all of their gigs, their festivals. They are brilliant at festivals and outdoors. They're all over YouTube live, but not so much reactions. There are a few reactions out there on Nick and Lex, and those are the ones that I requested. So that's me. Nobody else has requested Elbow. But apart from that, everyone's probably listened to One Day Like This, and that's about it all. There is so much more to listen to. This is a deep track, a deep cut. It was a single. It didn't really do anything. They were still establishing themselves. They weren't very well known at this particular time. But don't you think it has a Moody's kind of feel? Let me know what you think in the comments. Let me know whatever you think in the comments. If you've enjoyed the video, please press the thumbs up. And if you're new to the channel and like the look of it, why not subscribe? We are growing in numbers, slowly but surely, every single day. And we have 230, 240 videos in all of our playlists for you to dig into and have a look at, including 2 by Elbow. So that's it for me for today. I do hope that you take a chance on Elbow and have another listen to some other stuff, perhaps. Whatever. They're well worth an investigation. But until the next video, which will be out tomorrow and which I think will be, yes, Friday, I'll see you then. So until then, cheers everybody.